And hello, everyone. It's Tom. It's FANzine Live, and this is a classic zine. Um, it's not a classic zine in the sense that it's something that a lot of people probably remember, but it filled a number of different, it checked off a number of different boxes. And so I'm calling it a classic zine, and I'm going to stick by that. This is the first issue of Yipes. It was a free premiere issue. Yipes was a 1987. Yep, June, July, August 1987 zine put together by Muller and Shaun van Briesen, I believe his name is Shaun van Briesen. And I like this on a whole number of levels, and I thought it would be worth discussing. When I was looking at possible classic zines, I've got about 10 boxes of old mini comics, zines, and the like, self-published material. I've got about 10 boxes up on my shelf, less than 10 feet away from me. And so I was thinking of what I wanted to do for this particular episode, and I thought that it would be fun to do a legal digest. So this is a legal 8.5 by 14 page, done, folded over, stapled, saddle stitched, excuse me. And it's a slightly bigger format. To give you some reference, that's the standard 8.5 by 5.5 letter folded over digest. So you get that extra 1.5 inches, which gives a little bit more room to play with, gives a little more room to work with, and it makes for a really attractive magazine. And I hadn't done one of those, and so I wanted to just show off the potential of the format. The other thing I really like about Yipes is remembering that this is 1987, and so most all of the digital publishing tools that we have these days for typesetting and the like probably weren't available to many people. I don't know if these guys used it or not, but you can see this is a clean looking logo, typeset lettering. You can see some really sharp graphic design. This is a very nice looking, simple, but nice looking zine. The purpose of Yipes, as I get, was to give Muller, who did this cover, and then Shaun van Briesen, who did some of the pages inside, as well as some other stuff that the guys liked, but to give these two guys a zine where they could show off their artwork. They both were looking for work in the comics industry at the time. And so to be able to have something like this, a hard copy that you can go to a trade show or a con and hand it over and say, hey, take a look at my work, and they can just thumb through and they can get a sense of everything about the artist. I mean, a little portfolio zine like this is brilliant. And it was brilliant, especially for the time. So we're starting with that piece by Chaz. You can see some really just neat looking line work on that. And then you can see Diary of Artistic Influence. And so you've got that little introduction from Chaz. I do like how they actually physically signed with a blue ballpoint. Chaz signed his name, and then Shaun signed his name. But you can see this is some pencil art that was scanned in and reprinted by Shaun. Talented guy. I mean, these are talented people. They want to work in the business. This is the inked copy. They love Flaming Carrot comics by Bob Burden, so they put that in. Chaz apparently got Sergio Aragones, I think I pronounced that name correctly, got him to do a commission or a piece of artwork. Looks gorgeous. This is some of Chaz's pencil art. You can see they're setting themselves up. Look, I can do penciling. This is a Wayne Boring, one of the original Superman artists, one of the first ones. It was a tribute. He passed apparently in 1987. But again, it looks great. I mean, the graphic design skills in taking what appears to be, by this muddled texture up here, it looks to be a watercolor. To take that and make it reproduce so nice, that tells an editor that this person understands the technology of the business in the day as well. Steve Ittner, not familiar with that one. And then they did some comments where they discussed this issue and its contributors. So they talk about the Burden page, they talk about Sergio's page. This is another one of Shaun's pieces. Again, really nice looking stuff. 1987. Steve Ittner, Wayne Boring, and then the stuff that they did by themselves. And they talk about how they did this. This is a Chaz Muller piece. Really nice looking Batman. Probably better than Bob Kane's. Another Chaz piece, and you can see he's doing some studies here, but also a really nice looking cat there. And then they talk about what they want to go over in the next issue. And a little more with their assists or thank yous and the like. And then just wrapping it up with kind of a fun page. A neat book. So I guess the question is if this is 1987 and now we're in 2024, what happened to these guys? Did this zine actually help out their career aspirations? They were both pretty young at the time. I believe Shaun even says in here he's 22 back then. So where is he now? Well, I can tell you that Chaz sadly passed away in 2013. However, when I looked him up and I looked online to try to figure out his career path, he clearly got into the illustration world, and there are some references to him helping out on inks and doing some other work here and there. But yeah, he got to indulge his passion. The other one that I find really interesting is Shaun. He wanted to get into comics, and much like many other comic artists, he moved into the world of animation and storyboard art in Los Angeles, and he is still doing it to this day. He's got a website that I will link, where you can see some of his work. He's very talented, and who knows, perhaps maybe he got his start professionally with the first issue of Yipes back in 1987. So, two guys who both went to pursue their dreams. They put it all out there, and worked out pretty nice for them. That's it. Yipes. Free premiere issue. 1987. Nice looking zine. I will catch you next time, everybody. Have a fantastic day, and more videos to come.